recording, so we're learning as we go. And one of the great ways to interview, so Jim, I screwed up at the last meeting with the SoCal group because we're supposed to go around and let everybody introduce themselves, and I just started talking. The only people that introduced themselves was you and me. So the way we're going to do it today is we're just going to follow the camera. I mean, what I'm seeing is Jim, Dean, Lynn, and myself. Is that what you guys see? Is that the order? So we're going to introduce ourselves in that order so that people don't wait to see who's supposed to go next. And all we want to say is 4 things: our names, the year that we went, our names, where we are living or where we are at this moment, because a lot of us travel all the time. So it doesn't matter about where we live, but where we are at the moment, whatever you want to say. And then the third thing is the Chien year that we each went, and the campus if you want. And the fourth thing is just your role. So Jim will say co-founder, I'll say, founder, Dean, whatever you want to say, So I think those 4 things keeps it short, is very informative, and allows us to move on. Okay. I'm talking a little bit fast because Jim has to go in an hour. Is that right, Jim? You have a hard stop, right?
I mean, I have to bring my kids to school. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to. They can be late. This is what's more important, Jim. What are your priorities? Get it straight. Okay. So did you guys see my, shall we get started?
Sure.
Hopefully, Lynn, try to fix your video. I really want to see you. And I think it's important. I think it's important that, those people who watch this after, this is going to be an epic video. In fact, I'm going to give you a minute to figure out how to get online, get your video up. This is going to be an epic recording. The bottom line is, if for whatever reason we cannot get to Chien, we can certainly find another facility and do this. So we are doing this. Hopefully we can do it at Chien, but there's many options in Taipei. Okay, Lynn, I think he's coming online. I'm seeing something. Lynn, really? Do you have it's a black screen right now, so maybe you've blocked your camera.
Maybe the camera on this laptop's broken.
Yeah, it could be broken.
Can you just upload a picture as your profile then? Anyway, you figure it out, okay? It would be really unfortunate if your little face isn't in this too. So, can you use your phone? Can you hang up and log back in with your phone? That would work. You figure it out, okay?
Your phone, yeah. Hang on a second.
Well, we're going to continue as you work that out, okay? Okay, so Jim, why don't you start with intros?
Okay, my name's Jim Liu. I live in Orange County in a town called Brea right now. I was Gentine, like I was on the Danjiang campus, 1991, and I guess I'm co-founder of this LBAI initiative with Christine.
You don't guess, Jim. You are the co-founder. Let me just say something here, because this is a good time. It's like Jim is just so humble and like way, whatever, it's fine. And he's always like this. Yay, there's Lynn. Lynn, you need to hang up. Well, whatever. I keep trying to tell him to figure out what title you want. And he's like, yeah, whatever. And he doesn't get back to me. But anyway, yes, Jim, you are the co-founder. I cannot do what I'm doing without you. Okay. And so I'm going to actually have a whole video about this, about you, Jim. But let's keep going. So Dean, how about intros?
Okay. Hi, I'm Dean Liu. I'm based out of Northern California, Bay Area, but currently the last 2 months I'm in Taiwan, Taipei. Chien 1992. And my role, gopher, whatever odd job that I could help contribute. So.
Dean, you're making history. What are you talking about? You're going to go down in the Wikipedia page as being you and Lynn are going to be the ones to you're like the astronaut that landed on the moon. Okay, Lynn, your turn.
Lin Li, Li Donglong, currently in Taipei, Taiwan, Chien 1992. I originally from Chattanooga, Tennessee, but I've been living in Taiwan since August 1993. My role, I guess, is Taiwan liaison for the Alumni Initiative.
And I am Christine Xu, and I am the co-founder with Jim and of the Local Alumni Initiative. And I live in the Bay Area, but I guess I'm really not a big traveler, but I guess in the last 6 months, I'm all over the place. But right now I'm visiting my parents. I'm not on vacation. I'm working really hard. Okay. So I went in 1991 on Chien. Jim and I went the same year, but we were on different campuses, but Jim, did we know each other in 1991?
I don't think we knew. No, we didn't know each
Okay,
other then.
all right. All right. But did you know Karina? Karina was in Denjang.
Yes, Karina was my.
did.
Yeah. She was
So
a Danjang.
and you knew her.
Yes.
Okay, so that's probably how we met, is through Karina. Okay, look at that.
Jim, you knew my
Love-
brother too, right?
Huh?
You knew my brother Lawrence at Tom Kang too, right? 1991, Lawrence Lee.
Yes, I think I mean, I'd have to see a picture. It's just been so long. I mean,
Yeah, no worries. I think I asked you this on the Facebook group, but yeah.
mhm.
Actually, yeah, I'm just going to keep interjecting as I see where there's value to be said. So forgive me for doing that. It's not normally how I conduct meetings, but anytime you guys can think of any reason to post on Facebook, I mean, this is going to be a requirement of all volunteers. If you want to volunteer, one of the easiest things you can do is start engagement on the Facebook group, because that's why we're here. We're here to connect with our old friends and meet new friends, and we can only have one reunion a year and all these little meet and greets. But the real activity, the real interaction is happening on the virtual community. So, you know, even every little thing that you can post and say, hey, does anybody know, blah, blah, blah. You know, so you see me, I cannot be the only one posting, because people are going to be so sick of me. It's not good. So, you know, whatever you can think of to ask each other or to post or to ask the community, by all means, please do. Okay. I'll put that in the operations manual at some point. I mean, assuming you guys listened to all the meeting minutes so far, but this is such a special occasion that I'm wearing makeup, and obviously I don't know what I'm doing, so it's running. Oh well, there we go. So I will put this all in the operations manual, and that way, at some point, all volunteers are going to receive a packet, and it's going to say, these are the qualifications. If you don't qualify, we're kicking you out. These are our expectations. This is the agreement you have to sign, blah, blah, blah. So it will all be included at that time. So keep going. Who's next?
Everyone went. That's all four
Oh,
of
okay.
us.
Okay.
That's all
So
four of us.
So you saw the meeting minutes I had texted to you. So I think this is going to be the pattern, Jim.
Okay.
I do this every morning. I set the agenda for myself, and for meetings, I always use this little clip and I just write down what's happening for me and what's happening for the teams. And this is just going to be what I photograph and send to everybody in the meeting beforehand. And because these meetings are recorded, it's just going to be automatically transcribed into meeting notes through the transcripts. So YouTube, once you post up these videos, YouTube automatically transcripts it.
Mhm.
And it automatically like date stamps it. See, look at this makeup situation. Oh my God. Okay. So you don't even have to do a second step to transcript. YouTube does it automatically. So literally, this is how we're going to document this entire journey. Is step 1. Step 2 is the recording of the video of the meeting. Step 3 is upload to YouTube, and step 4 is share. I mean, this is actually, every organization should do this. It's really the most efficient way. Well, I don't know about this part, but I'm not going to take the time to write this and type it up. So it's kind of cool. All right. So the meeting topics I just sent you like 2 minutes ago, so I don't expect you to have read it. But the first thing we'd like to do is Lynn and Dean, please tell us about your visit, play by play. Like, where did you meet first? Did you guys actually meet first and then go together? Because you had suggested doing that, Dean. So take the floor. Take the floor. We want to hear everything.
You want to say it?
Want to go, Lynn?
You guys can take turns.
I mean, Dean and I hadn't met yet. We'd only met online. So I was like, we were discussing maybe we should get together first and have lunch together before you go to Genton. So Dean came by my place here at Yunshan and we had lunch together. We chatted for a bit. I showed him parts of videos from the 1992 group. And then, we took U-bikes and cycled over to Genton and began our tour.
Yeah, let me quick interject. Lynn's got a whole bunch of videos that his roommate took of, like at the end of the tour, where
Oh,
every
cool.
group go up to the stage, do
It
the
wasn't
martial arts
actually my
demonstration.
roommate. It was someone in Group C, but he wasn't my roommate. He
Oh,
was
okay.
a
But
mutual friend.
somebody Lynn knew took a whole bunch of video. Unfortunately, I was Group B, and I was like, I did the staff demonstration, but he didn't have to be here. But he has a lot of videos from back then. I was on analog. He converted to digital, but still low quality 480p. So
Let me say something. Actually, this is a good, I'm not used to these virtual meetings either. Before Local Alumni Initiative, I very rarely had these things unless I'm just seeing my friends. But I think maybe a good way, if somebody wants to interject and say something, just wave or something, and then we know that that person has something to say.
You could raise your
but-
hand right here like that.
Oh, how?
Lynn, on the phone,
you-
can you see all of us? Can you see all of us video on the
You
phone?
see the bottom of the screen? There's like the controls.
Oh, okay.
Yep. There's a raised
Let me
hand
try.
as well. There you
You
go.
can-
You just
Oh,
raised
that's
it.
really, oh my God.
And then who clears it?
So loud.
You
You
gotta
clear
clear it.
yourself. You
Yeah.
click it
Okay.
again to clear it.
Oh yeah, Christine, you need to click again to lower your hand. Here
That
we go.
is so, you know what? I have to say, I'm learning so much in terms of technology, AI, infographics and everything because of the local alumni. I would have never sat down and tried to learn all this stuff. I'm a Luddite, but when it's just, anyway, we can have a whole nother a meeting about this, but
So Christine, yeah. So just I want to point out that Lynn has a whole bunch of video collection from 1992 that we can tap into in the future. But-
hold
so-
on. So what I want to say is, if you go on YouTube, you'll find a lot of people have posted their low quality or high quality. We need someone to just go grab that stuff and put it on our YouTube channel, because YouTube, the way YouTube channels work is that you upload your own videos and organize it however you want, but you can also link to other people's videos. And so we need to make a playlist of all the raw footage of like what Lynn has. Does anybody have the time to do it? There's no deadline. It's like a slow, can anybody do that? If so, I would just give you the access to the YouTube channel and just start to slowly, there's really so much content out there, but we need to get it.
Yeah. I could start. So long as there's no deadline. Since
Hold
I'm
on.
not working anymore,
Dean,
I volunteer.
actually-
Yes.
Dean, I actually want Lynn to do it.
Oh,
Lynn,
okay.
could you do it?
So, like when we first started setting up the entire Facebook group, I actually was interested in uploading the video that I have. Now, the video I have, it was a video cassette. George sent it to me. Like he'd filmed throughout the entire tour, and then he gave me an edited version. It's roughly an hour long of highlights of it, mainly of our group of friends. And this was in the 90s, and he sent it to me. I digitized it at my brother's place around 2001-ish in California. And so it was digitized into VOB, a DVD format. And so you can't upload DVD format
Lynn.
to the Facebook group. So
Lynn,
I'm sorry. Yes.
I'm gonna stop you here. Let's talk about this on separately or offline, because we really want to Jim has to go in 40
sure,
minutes.
sure.
I'm sorry.
no worries,
I'm sorry. No, I
that's
want
fine.
to get this done. So we'll talk about this separately.
So
But
there's some
Dean,
technicalities. Yeah.
There's technicalities. I converted to
would-
MP3. I tried to upload it. It was losing the audio, so I basically gave up.
don't give up. That's not your motto. That's not our motto. LBAI doesn't give up.
Also, the video
let-
wasn't
let-
mine. The video belongs to someone else, and I'm not sure if you wanted me to post it. 'Cause
Nope,
I've been trying to track this guy down, but yeah, it's I don't know where he is
That's
now.
that's your job. That's your job. Okay. The reason why I'm asking Lynn to do this, because Dean, I need you to help me. Actually, you two, after this meeting, maybe you two can kind of figure out which ones you're more interested in doing, but there is this task of just slowly collecting all of the videos that are out there and whatever you okay. I shouldn't be telling people what to do. You should be telling me what you're interested in doing. Okay. So keep going with your visit. So you had lunch, you cycled over.
Yeah, we cycle over basically as we entered campus. For me, it was the first time since '92. Lynn's been there,
Wow.
but we just started taking pictures. We got to the Jingguo.
How did you feel?
It was like teleporting back to I felt I was 20. How old was I? think I was 21, 22. Yeah, it was a bit of like, holy crap. Yeah, it felt a little bit like coming back. I don't want to say homecoming, but coming back.
It is a homecoming. It is a homecoming.
Well, not a proper
Of
homecoming.
sorts. Of
Right,
sorts.
yes. Emotionally, it was a sort of coming home a little bit, right, to that experience. So so it was a bit surreal. So we started by the main building. We're doing I'm not sure for other years, where we first got there in front of Jingguo Jiniantang, the main hall with the big auditorium. We enter from there, since that's where we entered. And then we kind of like, oh yeah, the auditorium is on the second floor, like a little memory coming back. So we kind of looked around.
Dean, can I just, I've been studying I'm sorry for interjecting, but this is also important. I've been studying other groups that are really popular, not popular, but have a presence on online with these kinds of virtual meetings. Do you see how big my face is? And do you see how small and short Jim looks? Can I ask each of you to just move a little bit closer to we want everybody to look about the same size. So you don't have to move forward, just move your computer towards you. I know it sounds funny, I'm sorry, but they look so professional. I mean, if you notice news reports, you see all the anchors. There's no small little person down here and a big person up there that's blowing up the face. Here, I'll move back, and then we're all about the same size. See, this is who we are. All right, keep going. So you're filming?
So basically, we kind of, Lynn and I right there discussed, like, wait, so should we try to go find the director, if there's such a title, first? Or do we go explore first? Right, because we talked about the potential. They might either be, oh, wow, yeah, come, let me show you everything, very welcoming. Or they might say, you're trespassing. We don't know which way it's going to go. So we decided.
That has happened. That has happened to some other alumni that went back to visit.
Yeah. So not knowing that, we, then I discussed, and we're like, let's go explore around first, to kind of poke our head around, take some video footage, pictures, and then later on, if we find a director, maybe they'll give us a grander tour. So it ended up to be a mix of both. They didn't discourage us, but so we went to trying to get into the main auditorium. It was locked. We walked around. We started walking toward the dining hall area, and there was also like, wait, was it laid out like this? I remember from my yearbook, sort of the second floor, that round staircase going down. So you saw in the videos, there are dining tables set up on the second floor and the first floor. In retrospect, we didn't go and fully explore after we got the brochure, because apparently in the brochure, there's like 4 dining halls. But I think it's just all that same area they can divide out. I think later, I was reading the brochure later that they say they could certain room, they could like pull a restaurant, pull like a not curtain, but like a divider to give us a private dining hall. So that's an option that we did not go and explore. But anyway, so we wind our way to the weird elevator and the lodging building, the next door, and downstairs, that's kind of the lodging main counter, as if it's a hotel we check in. Right across from there is the reservation desk.
Okay, Dean, are you not seeing? I'm just curious. Are you seeing my wave so that I want to say something?
Oh no, I did not, because your head is your hand was outside of the screen. So by making our head bigger, so I missed your hand. Sorry, go ahead.
Jim can pull up whatever you want to show on this screen. So the way we work, at least what's turning out to be, is like, I have my notes, I'm running the meeting.
Okay.
Unless Jim is running it. So, and the other person will pull up whatever we want to see on the screen. So Jim, maybe you can go ahead. Or Dean, if you could do it. Yeah, if you could do it, I think you can share your screen. Any of us can share screens, right?
Let me see. Let me clean up my screen first.
Why, were you mooning other people?
Yes, I was virtually moving everybody. Okay, let me go preload up to the Love Boat Facebook group. I'm going to point the photo albums.
Okay, while you're doing that, Dean, let me just say, it's been so long, and even though I've been back to Taipei so many times, I never went to look. I don't know why. I just never went to go look at the Gentai campus. When I saw your photos and your videos, the two of you, I got so emotional. I was like, oh my God. And then I'm like, why am I feeling emotional? This is ridiculous. But it's, and I also didn't remember that campus being so freaking big. I didn't realize there was the facilities was so huge, you know? And so it was like, it was teleporting back in time. I felt it too, just looking at your photos and videos. The videos in particular really brought, that's a lesson for us to learn, is that videos are way more, anytime we can take a video versus a photo, we should take the videos. Photos we need for promotionals and other, we need photos too, but videos, wow, they tell the story. But anyway, all right, I'm sorry, keep going. It was just very touching.
All right, see. So are you seeing my screen now?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so go under, and this will be good for other folks too. I think it's under media. And
Oh.
others. And then here's our Chien album.
Oh,
Like if you go with, yeah, so if you go back, like all the yearbook cover photo that I think Lim set this up, and all the past album, you can access through
Yeah.
here.
The t-shirts.
Yep. So right, so here, yeah. So let's see. Does this show the full screen? I guess it does show the full screen. Right. So yeah. So basically, we're biking across the bridge. Here's the Gentai campus. Here's the main entrance.
this is incredible. It's just so
Yeah.
incredible.
And then this big rock, right? There's a big photo. I think in most of your book, bunch of people taking a photo around there. Obligatory. That's the Jingguo Chien, the main auditorium building with the lodging. Oh, here's with the lodging building here. Here's a map of it. Here's the main entrance. North is to the right. We enter through here. There's a big pool, and there about there's the big rock main gate that used to be. And then that previous picture, we were walking here towards this part. Right. So that's the memorial. That's the hall of the meeting halls. Here's the lodging building, the dining areas here. So yep. So quick walk through. Here's a little bit better map inside. We can zoom in later on for people looking at it. I don't need to zoom in now. Yeah. So this is looking left. From here, looking left, you see that's the teaching hall over there, which we'll get to later on because that's where some of the halls are. Looking right, here's, of course, people who stay at Gentai will remember this. That's where all the dorms is for a lot of. Yep.
How did you remember where everything was? How do you know this? Like, I wouldn't
I
have known.
remember, I have memory of kind of that, and then plus looking at the map, I remember.
I remembered all of this.
This building and that building. I thought it was together one building, but apparently it's two
They're
connected.
connected though. You can walk
Yeah.
between them, which is very easy.
Yep. So as you walk in the main hall, this is part I forgot. I was like, oh, it's upstairs. I guess I vaguely have that memory. Right. Then on the left, this is where we walk in.
Yes.
Right. And we try to we walk upstairs. We tried to go into the door. There's one here. There's also a third floor, which I forgot.
I'm sorry,
Uh,
Dean. What am I
Yes.
looking at here? What am I looking at here?
So this is the walking upstairs from the downstairs, first floor. This is second floor now. You go up this staircase up through both sides to the second floor.
And it's just an open lobby.
It's an open lobby on the second floor with the doors. There's a door to the main hall.
The auditorium, the main auditorium.
Here,
Okay.
And
Okay.
also on this side. Yep.
Let me say this, because I did see the other pictures and there's like a whole wall of windows right there. Did we used to
Yeah.
have Love Boat events there? I don't remember this area. Yeah. Yes, this. Okay. It doesn't matter. Does anybody remember having some sort of function here during Love Boat?
No, that's basically like a hallway. That's just where
Okay,
you go to get into the auditorium.
Okay. Okay, I would like us, if we can, to use this space for our
Yeah.
meet and greet reception after the panel discussion. This is the beautiful, perfect, what does it overlook? What's out the
It
window?
overlooks the
The courtyard, the
field.
grassy courtyard, yeah,
Yeah.
with the flag
This is-
raising
it's
ceremony.
taken
So
from the third floor.
Epic.
Yeah, that area, this area is, it's very nice. It's a good picturesque.
Okay, okay.
uh,
So
right.
is this place available for rent? Is it on the brochure?
I don't
No,
think
not
so,
this
no.
particular-
It's just the hallway, basically.
Okay, so we're gonna note
Yeah,
that because that's what we're gonna add this into the proposal. Okay, keep going, keep going. I'm sorry, so this is the second floor lobby in front of the what? In front of the what?
In front of the main auditorium, which is the,
Okay.
hold on. The
Dean, you don't have to look it up now, but can you
Yeah,
add it to into the text description of this photo
Yep.
afterwards?
okay, sure.
Okay,
Yep, yep.
okay. All right, keep going.
So this is third floor overlooking, but just get your idea what overlooking the main field, the grassy field, the monastery. This is after we entered into the auditorium, after we got them to unlock the door. So yes, so this is where a lot of us got introduction, talent show, movie, whatever, right? Because
Okay,
back
Dean, when you say that when they let us in, who's they?
Oh,
Who
they
did you
being
start meeting?
the reservation office. After we talked to them, we asked, "Hey, could we see these halls that you have?" And they're like, "Sure." So in the video later, well, not later, in the video that I uploaded, which is not part of this album, you see me following the late Neil. There's a lady, Miss Chien from the reservation desk. I heard her business card is in one of the photo I uploaded. 陈美惠女士. So she went and opened these, halls to show us what the inside is. Well, this
Okay.
this one is 800 people occupancy, and they can set up, this main area. They can set up however we want. Of course, the price reflects that. So, I don't know how the acoustic here is if we have a discussion, but perhaps we can just set up. Well, anyway, so we can decide if this is a venue. Depends on how many people. Even if we are small.
No. So I can already tell you, there's so many ways that we can approach this, but for this particular first time event back at Gen 10, the goal here is to create, did you see, I'm sure you saw the venue that we're using for the September reunion. It's warm and it's cozy. That hotel actually reminds me a lot of Gen 10's dorm room area. I mean, it's very conducive to mingling in the hallways, visiting each other in our rooms. So what I'm going for here, what we want to go for here is, because this is going to be new for everyone. So we don't want some sort of formal environment where it's a little bit awkward. So the smaller the room that we can pack for the purpose of reconnection and emotional, just sort of, there's many goals that we have for this, in addition to the panel discussions about recommendations about Love Book 2.0. But one big one is reuniting, reconnecting, and relaunching sort of I don't know how to say this, but yes, we have all been connected already here in the States, and we did a good job for the 2024 reunion. But this is so pivotal that we don't want this to be we don't want to use the big stage for anything. We're going for intimacy. We're going for intimacy because our angle, and this is the reality, is that we're not a network of professionals. We are a family. We are a family, not just amongst alumni, but our parents. We are going to involve our parents in many different ways, and we are going to involve our offspring in many different ways. Just as a quick example, at the 2026 reunion in September, Jim and I haven't talked about this yet, but there are going to be ways that we can get our teenage kids to either walk around selling raffles or being at the registration table, and I know for the fact that some people want to bring their parents to this. So we want to embody the feeling of family, it is true. This is how we all feel about this whole thing. So again, so any pictures that you have that is a no-go, let's just skip right through it, but it's good for us to see it. Okay, keep
Yep,
going,
yep.
keep going.
So, yep. So yeah. So perhaps given with that mindset, perhaps not this, maybe even like a bunch of chair in circles, like
Yeah.
I'll go anonymous or something like that, because that encourage intimate discussion. Put everybody at the same level, no hierarchy.
Yes.
Yeah. So, anyways, continue on, leaving out the hall, the main hall, heading toward the right side, towards the dorm building. This is the walkway, and I'll zoom in on the sign later on. There's a picture of it here. Yeah. So basically, right, going toward the banquet hall and the elevator for the lodgement building, etc. So back out. So we enter into their area. This is the dining area upstairs.
Sorry. When you say upstairs, which floor is this?
Second floor. We walk across on the
so-
second floor.
Okay, so it's very close to that lobby area where we want to have the meet and greet. How many
Yep,
people can this, do they serve lunch and dinner?
It's
It's not a full hotel, is it?
I'm not sure if they have a kitchen. They said that that's a possibility that they could be either we bring in caterers, or I'm not sure if they have kitchen. We gotta go.
I'm quite sure they have a kitchen there.
Yeah.
All right, let's
So
look at, can you look into that?
Yep.
Can you look into that? See how many people can we fit in here? How much does it cost per person? Do we pay on our own, or does an organization pay for everybody? I mean, if you could post all those details in the description of this photo. No, you don't have to show me now, but I'm just saying.
No. But this picture, I'm saying this picture, his table is in this album. So
Okay.
you have the information as a picture in the album. I don't
So
need to.
how much is it? Well, so how much is it?
Okay. Let me get off the top of my head. I have to read this Chinese and trying to decipher.
Okay, all right. This
Okay,
is
we
so
did it.
Dean, they're gonna kick me out of Starbucks. So Dean, I do need you to put whatever information that we just talked about on this text description, because
Okay.
I don't want to have to keep contacting you going, hey, what did you say about that? This is the beauty. Honestly, I have never benefited from a Facebook group except for buy nothing.
Okay.
The way that we're able to fully utilize Facebook's features. And this
So-
is one of them. So please do whatever important information is, put it on the photo. Okay. I like this. I would like to have I would love to have dinner here. So the
Yeah.
reception will be in the lobby, and then we'll figure out the
Dinner's
next.
Somewhere here in this section, there's a downstairs too, which is here looking down. And there's a lower.
That's where this is where we used to have meals at Love Boat, right?
Correct.
So,
That's where we used to eat. Mhm.
Okay, then let's say this. Depending on how many people are SVP,
Yeah.
but we need to know the cost. Please,
Right, we can do that calculus later
Yeah.
on. Yeah.
if there's less people, we'll do it upstairs, which is what I prefer, because again, it's that whole intimacy
Intimate.
thing, keep it all together. And
Yeah.
if it's really that many people, then we can consider this low.
Or even like I was saying earlier, I believe one of the dining area, they can have divider and cordon off a small 3 or 2, 3, 4 table just for us, so we don't interrupt, or we don't have other guests of the hotel being noisy, interrupting each other.
Okay,
So
let's talk about these details later, because Jim has to go. We haven't got to the important
Yeah,
part
yeah.
yet. So Dean,
Yeah,
can
so-
you just hold on? I'm gonna
Okay.
ask you to just skip through the other stuff. Right now, the last question we want to answer is, which meeting room do we want to use? So
right.
lead us there, because after that, we need to talk about how to contact them, proposals,
right.
sponsorships.
Yeah.
We can meet again. Okay,
Yeah. Let me
let me
quickly
take a
jump.
breath. I'm getting a little bit too excited here. Maybe we should meet again about the sponsorship part of it, because we're gonna also ask Gentan to cover some of this as a meaningful. I mean, we can pay for all this. It's but I think it'd be very meaningful for Gentan CYC to welcome us here. But let's do this. Since we have 20 minutes left, let's finish the tour. And then you
Right.
tell us, you tell us who you met and what roles they play, including Jennifer, because I'm a little bit confused about Jennifer's role here.
Oh,
And then let's meet separately about who we should contact, the top person, how to reach that person, because we have to be careful about this. It has to be very carefully crafted. It's an important step. And then we can talk about the sponsorship. So let's do meeting number 2 later to talk about that part. Today, just take us through the rest of the photos, and walk us through
Right.
all the contacts. And
Yep.
please do upload the photo of the business cards to our album. I think it's okay to share.
Yes.
I think it's okay to share.
It's already here. So I was scrolling through.
Perfect. Okay, perfect.
Yeah,
Okay, so let's do that.
This list, the contact info. Yeah, I got all those up there.
Okay, okay. And actually, Lynn, do you want us to
Yes.
take over and talk? Why don't you lead us through the rest?
I'm fine with Dean continuing.
All right, okay. All right, Dean, go.
All right, so the video of the main hall, we don't need to see that since we already kind of eliminated that. This is the photo of the next big one, which is 300 people.
No, skip.
Too much. Yep. Oh, that skipped. So the next one is 200 people, also skip, most likely. That's this one here. It's gonna be too much as well.
Skip.
Okay. And then the last one, which is this one, is 100 amphitheater, 159, which might be big, but let me go fast forward to the section. And you can kind of, so it's on the teaching building, you gotta walk across. It's a little bit, a little bit farther away.
The amphitheater, 159
I mean,
people.
I'm just seeing your Facebook album.
Oh, hold
There
on.
is a video. Dean took
Oh,
a
hold on,
video
We just see
of
Facebook
them
album. Hold on.
walking into
Yeah.
it.
Hold on, hold on. I'm doing a different tab. Let me reshare a different
Yeah.
tab. That's the problem. Here, which tab is it? Maybe it's this. Here you go. Here's the tab. Share. Okay. Now we're in the tab that's got the
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the amphitheater.
yep. And do you hear the audio? So this is 159 occupancy. Let me let her turn on the light. Oh wow. Too much. Not intimate.
哦，我觉得这个应该可以足够了，除非他们会比159又多更多人。
更多的话就要比外
Yeah. So 159 people. This type of setup, it's not intimate, but maybe if you set it up down here. Anyway, that's a
Dean,
decision we
let
can
me-
make
let-
later.
Is there any other meeting rooms for us to look at?
There are classroom, but we didn't get a chance
Okay.
to look in there.
Okay, that's
We're
okay.
still
That's
occupied.
okay. That's okay. I like this room. This is a possibility.
Okay.
And we can look at the teaching rooms later. I mean, you can show it to us offline.
We don't have pictures of it,
That's
unfortunately.
okay.
because
It's okay. It's okay. I think I saw it somewhere, but, did you happen to ask them about deposit? We want to book it now. We don't want to lose these spaces. If we put a
Oh.
deposit, can we get it back? You know what? We don't have to answer that right now either. I'm sorry. I'm jumping ahead. Let's talk about that later, but those are the 2 spaces that I want us to book. Because, I think you're right. That 159 amphitheater, on the one hand, it's not that big. And we can find ways to make it intimate. We can have the panel sitting on the floor if we want to.
Yep.
And,
Set up a table.
but it also is sort of reliving the experience of Love Boat because we had so many amphitheater presentations and the performances. So you know what, the more I'm talking about it, the more I'm saying, let's just go for that room. Let's just get a deposit on that room. If you don't mind, could one of you, would you mind putting a deposit down and we'll get you the money back? Okay,
Yeah. Okay.
as soon as possible, as soon as possible.
Okay. I can go find out. I mean, I could make another trip to Genton, next week or sometime this week, probably next week. If
Or
need
just
to.
call them, call your buddies at Genton, tell them we want that.
My
Actually,
men won't open
you
the
know what?
phone.
You know what? I can transfer the money. Tell them that we want that room. Tell
Okay.
them that we want the lobby area. Ask them how much it's going to be and let him know, get their bank account information and I will transfer that money to them as soon as you get that information to me. Okay.
Okay.
This is what's so great about these recorded conversations is nobody has to take notes. just go back and listen to this and then, okay. Len, did you want to say something?
No, I'm just saying if when we got the name card, Chen Mei Hui, she's the person that took us on the tour, and she's the one that gave us all the pricing information, all the pamphlets. And I mean, we have her name card, we have her email. We can just email her all this information, say we're interested in this room for this date. Please let us know how much the deposit, where we wire the money to, and we don't actually probably have to make a trip out there if you
That's a
pretty
good
good at
point.
applying.
Yeah,
That's
they
a
also-
good point. That's a
They
good
also
point.
specifically told us there's a line on this yellow sheet, which is in the
Yes.
photo. They say,
Yes.
you just line us, you know, even in the middle of the night. As soon as we see it next morning, we will respond. So you can line them from even anywhere in the world.
Okay. Who's going to send that email?
No one's volunteering.
Well, it has to be one of you two. It would be too formal for me to do it. You guys already met them. Which
Okay.
of you has the closer rapport? Which of you has the closer rapport?
Well, Dean did most of the talking. I was just kind of in the background recording.
Dean, you're it. What I need you to
Alright.
be very careful about, this is very important. When
Right.
you email them, tell them that we want to go ahead and put a deposit down, but that we're also checking out other venues and we're not sure we're going to use Chien. Just say that.
Okay. In English, I need to figure out how to translate to Chinese and make sure the Google Translate does the nuance.
AI is supposed to
Dean,
Google Translate.
I deal with government officials and staff all the time. Just do it in English and they know how to translate it. They've got their tools and we've got our tools.
Okay,
Don't
okay.
spend time on this. Just make it professional in English. Make it short. Never, these kinds of things, you never want to go on and just say, hey, we're interested in putting a deposit on this. We're interested on the amphitheater room. And we're interested in that lobby area as a meet and greet area. Can you give us a price for that and give us your, and also, do we get our deposit back? Do we get a deposit back? Can you find that out?
What's the refund policy on that, et cetera? Right.
Okay, all right. And then, your very last line should be, you're also considering other venues, and I will explain this later. All right, you got it?
I'm the worst negotiator. So,
I'm not asking you to negotiate. I'm asking you to put your last paragraph,
Yeah.
so-and-so. Thank you so much. We're gonna talk about,
We're
once you get us
setting
the
the
prices,
stage.
once you
Right,
give us the prices, we'll talk about it with the team. We'll get back to you because we're also looking at other venues and we can talk about this later. Okay? So,
Yeah.
good. Now I
So-
think that we're good to go. So the only thing we need to know now for the next 15 minutes,
Well,
I hate it when people have to run and I hate it when my makeup is running. This is why I don't wear makeup. I'm so sorry. I apologize to all local alumni. Let's spend the next 15 minutes on the contacts. Who is who? What did they do? And explain, Jennifer, how did that all come about? Okay, let's go down that. And then before we go, I would like to take a group picture because this picture is going to be the cover of the video. YouTube, when you upload YouTube videos, either they will YouTube will choose a default or we can put a cover. So I would like to do this for every meeting. At the end of it, before everybody leaves, take a quick group photo so we can use that. Okay, so go.
Okay, so the first lady we met, who just her business card is in the photos. So she's the reservation desk lady. She shows around. Later on, while in the classroom building, there's another office in the teaching building that handles the logistics of there. In there is where we met Li Zuzang, Mr. Li Mengze 先生. So he's the one who looked through a yearbook, and as he was looking through the yearbook and saw the videos, he started pointing out people we know. One of the person he pointed out was Jennifer Hu. It's this photo so basically he got her online, and so you guys see the screen here now. Let me scroll down to this picture.
Oh, wow.
Jennifer Hu, so you can tell that's the person.
Oh my God, that is so amazing. Can you zoom in on that?
Sure.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Oh
That's
my
look,
God.
there's some resemblance. The 1980 hairstyle versus the 2020 hairstyle. So that's pretty cool. So we talked to her on the phone for 5 minutes or so, and she invited us to her office, which is to a
Wenshan Yundong Zhongshin. Yeah.
Yeah. So I forgot what she's in a different. She also works.
Wenshan Sports Center. So the way that it works,
运动中心
Wenshan. Okay. So Dean, so because you're new to Taipei life, the way I'm pretty sure all the cities are structured like this, and actually it's like this in America too. But like Taipei is divided into neighborhoods, like Da'anchu, Xinyichu, and every chu, most of the chus have their own rec centers. It's a rec center, and they have
Sports
summer
center, yeah.
camps. Yes, sports center. They have facilities, summer camps for kids and stuff like that. So she is. Did she say she's the head, or what is her role at that sports center?
I forgot the title. She works there.
Okay.
But she said, hey, I do know, I keep in touch with two counselor from her years. And then she's like, yeah, I know it's two. I told her that, don't worry. If you know two people, they might know two people. Right. So that's how networks are built. But she very warmly invite Lynn and I to, she wants to talk to us more.
Okay, so it's not about, she's not wanting you to go. You can turn this off now so I can see you guys.
Yep.
It's not that she wants you to see that facility, right? She wants to meet you.
Correct.
Yes, she wanted to meet with us.
So that's a warm, that's a
Okay.
point we can take advantage of.
So
in terms of-
let me just say right now. So again, as I mentioned in our chat thread, especially when it's an important relationship that we're cultivating, you want to do your research.
Yep,
Find out everything about them, find out their hobbies, find out their job, places to work, find out. So I did that for Jennifer. And as it turns out, our very own Vince Fan, you guys know Vince? He is a huge component to LBAI. He's a master he's probably our biggest marketing machine. He knows a ton of people. And he was a counselor as well, so he knows a ton of students. He knows a ton of counselors. And as it turns out, he was the counselor the same year as Jennifer. So I asked him to reach out to Jennifer first, because after all the emails that went between the three of us, it was like, okay, who's supposed to connect with her next, right? And Lynn and I were talking about. So I asked Vince to connect with her on Messenger, send her all the relevant links, invite her into our Facebook group, which I certainly hope she does soon. So she can kind of also get a feel for us. I mean, she should want to join us, right? And then so in the meantime, I think you two should go talk to her.
Okay.
Can you, and actually, could you mic up in one of our meeting, I think
That's another thing. I don't have the equipment, but
no. Those things cost $10. You can find it at any, Len, can you tell him about all those tech stores that you can pick up all the equipment?
光华
It's
商场
really-
Well,
Exactly.
Computer market.
Actually, Len, take him there. You take him there. And if you guys want to film it, that would also be hilarious, because so many of us know about that place, and everybody should know about that place. Okay?
maybe
So
remember it.
my point is that if she'd be willing, which I'm sure she would, the mics, Jim and I recorded our first meeting and we talk about it there. So you can just go refer to that one. Okay. But because audio is not clear, especially when you're out and about. So those mics, if you can maybe put one on her and put one on yourself, make sure the little microphone here is on. Because the last one I did, we thought we were all set up. We did a test and somehow I pushed the button by accident and it was off. So you do have to kind of practice, do a practice test and see if it works. But if she wouldn't mind, if the two of you can go meet with her and film it and just keep filming, don't stop. And the other thing is, a lot of people make the mistake of, they think the conversation is over and they turn off the video, but the best things are usually said at the very end that's not recorded. So what I do is just keep the video running and running and running until it really gets boring, and then stop it. You can always clip it later.
Yeah. Or I mean, what I do is I stop and restart, so the file is smaller.
Yes. Got it. Okay.
So got it. Get the better AV equipment. Go meet with her. She's very warm. 很热心, wants to meet us. I think we should hit the iron while it's hot. However, okay.
Yeah, that's why I emailed her. Yeah.
Yes.
So cool. Good on that. So the next person that we met is back to that picture. which is here. Let me read
Wait,
her again.
Dean and Lynn, before you go,
Yes.
I'd like the three of us to meet really quickly to go over our asks. Because she can help us in many different ways. I want to make sure we nail that down. Okay. All right.
Okay, yeah. We'll follow up on that. The next person is that this nurse, she's now the front desk manager at the hotel side. Right here,
Yes.
Wang Chun Mei. So you see it? So that's her.
Oh,
So
wow. That's
She
funny.
was busy. She was pretty busy. So she thinks.
Can you expand that?
Sure. So she was pretty busy, and then when she meant, we told her, we mentioned comment about, we would like to, people with kids would like to come back. She mentioned, this is where I noticed her angle is slightly different. She was mentioning about Zen Wu, sort of, I got the impression, that's my impression, is that she probably witnessed a lot of ABC come back, they just party, cause a lot of ruckus. So she was kind of, that may have.
Jim, you shouldn't have done that. You
May
ruined
have
our reputation.
rubbed the wrong way. So she's saying, now the new program, they had to go, the kids come, they had to pay something back to go teach the kids, disadvantaged kids in the rural countryside, etc., etc. So I immediately got that sense from her, which is totally fair. Because so
It's fair. Let me say something here. How much time do we have, Jim? When do you have to go? We have 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There's also one more person, very important, the director, which
Okay.
we did not contact, but we could contact. So
Okay. Jim, if you have to go, but we'll keep going so you can listen to this later. But what she's talking about. So can you zoom in on her lookbook photo? I mean, yeah.
this
you
one,
zoom in?
this picture isn't that good. Let me zoom. Let me go to the other photo that's got. Here we go. Yeah.
I got the yearbook right here if you want.
Did you get her email address?
No, she was busy. She had to run off.
Okay, that's okay. That's okay. Can you get that? Can one of you get her email address? Because I will send you a draft that you can send to her, and it is going to address that whole party attitude. What she's talking about is so everybody thinks, a lot of people think that the DPP shut down the program because it was a KMT program. But what I was told from one of the former directors, who doesn't want to be named because it's not, he doesn't want to go on record for saying this, but basically, because it's so controversial, it's so sensitive to so many people, but apparently, and again, don't quote me on this either, but this is what he told me, is that when they reassessed the value of the Central program, they were like, hey, we're just paying for these ABC kids to come back and have a vacation, take them to the best places in Taiwan and have a good time on our dime. So they're still money. They just leave and go back home, and then that's it. What do we gain from it? What we should do, and this is what they ended up coming up with, which makes sense if you think about it, but I think there's a lot of issues with that too, but they thought, well, you know what? These ABC kids, a lot of them speak Chinese and English. Why don't we come up with a program where we get them to come back and teach, go and teach English to the countryside, to the population where they can't get to necessarily, because it costs money to send people out here to provide services. And let's make this into a summer program of teaching English to the farmers and then the local countryside people. And that way, it's a summer program, it's a summer camp, but it's also a way for them to utilize us, ABC crowd, to help the local Taiwanese people. It makes total sense. Okay.
It's
And
a
that
totally
was
valid concern, right? And that's a
absolutely
really good way to win-win for everybody.
and it's all because no one took the time to evaluate the efficacy of the program, which is what we want to do for initiative number 2. Now, I have been talking to people who are kind of tied to this whole thing. They're like, one of the reasons why they didn't do that might be because they didn't have money for it. And especially when the DPP came in and just cut their budget. So OCAC, they told me that OCAC has the smallest budget of all the government agencies in Taiwan. They used to have a huge budget, which is how they were able to run the logo program for 46 years or 6 weeks at a time, So So I'm gonna draft you an email that you can send as your words. You can edit as you wish, but I will address all of this thing. And I'm confident by the time she sees our videos, materials, internal conversations that we've had about this, that she will warm up and have a change of heart. Because ultimately, like Lyndon Wong, someone that I met at an oriented happy hour, the very first happy hour we had with local alumni. I just met him. I think he's an 84 alum. He's, he seems to be sort of more of a wise person, unlike me. And he's like very calm. He's like, Christine, back then when we were at local, we were in our 20s, and they were trying to tell us that we should help promote the, political situations and all this stuff. He's like, oh, nobody cared. We're just there to play. And he's like, but if you throw forward 20, 30 years, you look at this community today, it's like, if there was ever a time that Taiwan needed overseas support, it is now. Not necessarily political. Obviously, we don't want to get involved on the political side, but we can certainly help raise awareness of Taiwan. We can promote tourism. We can promote their summer camps. I mean, there's so many things that we at the local BAI can do to help Taiwan. And that is going to be the point that we're going to be making to. I mean, there's a lot of people who feel the way she did. I mean, the freaking half the population of Taiwan, with a police escort, shutting down roads so that the buses, us VIP kids, can come
When the
through.
local, it's like, here's our commuting hour. What the heck, right? There's a definitely valid
Emotion, interpretation.
Right. valid gripe of this at the time.
Negative impressions of foreigners, ABTs.
But also a lot of these, even though back then they were ABC frat boy partying, but it planted the seed. 放长线钓大鱼, right? You cast a long line for the bigger fish, and a lot of people turn around. Probably nowadays, I say we became adults. We have this bond back to Taiwan because of this experience. So addressing this, how can we give back as part of the new program version 2.0 will help make everybody happy and improve the program. So, okay. So
This is making me emotional.
One last-
Go ahead.
Director, I want to get to that. We ran out of time on the meeting.
Go ahead, go.
Okay, so let me stop sharing. So at the very end, Li Xianseng, Mr. Lee, he was talking about, hey, I got the director. He's in. Let me call him, see if he can meet with you, the director, 10 times. So he got him on the phone. So Lynn and I kind of stepped back. He walked up. I overheard him say, yeah, he said that he's trying to explain who Lynn and I were, but this director said he's busy this afternoon. He said, yeah, 请他们改天再回来. Come back another day. So we don't have we don't have a contact info for that director, but I feel if we go back, Lynn and I were go back and talk to this Li Xianseng, Mr. Lee. We could probably ask him to kind of get where even he's on Facebook, we can maybe message him.
Hold on, Dean. Hold, let me stop you right here. Like I said, this is a very sensitive step, and we want to be very strategic about it. So
this is the one we want to.
Yes, if you can get his contact information, that's great. But if you can't, it's okay because we will be able to track that one down. But do not make contact. Do not suggest that we're going to reach out to them or anything because we'll talk about that in meeting number 2. But we're just information gathering at this point, and how we're going to execute is a whole different strategy. It's a whole different thing. But oh my gosh, I can't believe we're talking about this. I forgot what I was going to say, but I think we covered.
I'm looking at your meeting agenda.
I think we covered the important things. Yeah, let me just try to pull myself together before we take a quick picture because I know Jim has to go. And again, I like to keep our meetings to an hour. So, Lynn, if you can move the video closer to you, Jim, if you can not look so short. You see how my head is up at the top?
You need to move the camera down.
Dean, can you come closer to the camera? I want us all to be a little bit balanced. All right, let me take a screenshot of this.
Lynn, where's your unicorn?
Jim,
No, I'm kidding.
What?
Jim, can you take a screenshot? I can't do it. When
I've been
count to
taking
three-
screenshots all along throughout this entire conversation.
I've got
Len,
like a dozen
Len,
screenshots.
I,
I just
I,
took a
I
screenshot.
so appreciate the documenting person in you. We bond, we bond. I think documentation is so
Right.
important. All
I,
right.
let me
Great.
take, I can take a screenshot right now.
No, no,
Ready?
no. I know. I need Jim to do it because he's going to upload the
Okay.
video and this is going to be the cover. So when I count to
Okay,
three,
got it,
everybody
got it.
smile. Just a minute. Just um. All right. No more makeup for any reason.
Look at the camera.
Wait.
Still staring at it.
哎，那个红色在闪是什么啊？
All right.
Okay, ready? All right, go.
Got it.
All right, Jim, as soon as you upload that, can you please share the link with us and I'll clean up all the descriptions and everything, all right?
Okay. Hold on. Let me.
Oh, and we forgot to say for the record, today is May 13th, 2026. I think we started at 9:33 because of technical difficulties, and now we're ending it at,
Eastern time.
oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
because we're
I'm
on
sorry.
two different time zones right now. So
You're right, Eastern Standard Time, we started at 9:33 and we're ending at 10:36, so beautiful. We're on it. We are on it, doggone it. This video is gonna be epic. So I'll be the one, if you don't mind, I'd like to be the one to share this on our Facebook group and also encourage people to share this wide and broad in our own Facebook account, send it to our friends. I'm going to include it. I'm sending out a newsletter today to help. The Bay Area team has asked to send out a newsletter to promote our May 31st meet and greet. And in that, I'm going to include this freaking video.